Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, a few days ago I came out to my garden and almost had a heart attack. My garden was attacked by critters. And I'm making this introduction after I've done all of the work that I did. And yeah, I had to go to war. I had to go to war with pests. And there's a lot of new construction in the area, and I believe that's the reason why I had the damage that I had from rodents. Okay, let's get started with this video. Everybody, is October 18th. I have Brian, you away, and Bria, my grand angels that I live with. We got attacked last night, guys. When I said we got attacked, something got into our garden beds and ate some of our cauliflower, our cabbage, and our broccoli and collard greens and kale. And I've never had anything to eat my brassicas like this. So we had to declare war. Let me just pan around here and let you see that garden bench. You see all those shade cloths, 90%, 40%, 50%, bags with insect netting and frost cloth. We had to take out the big guns and a lot of clips. Let me go back so you can see this bed. A lot of clips. And we put on insect netting first and then 4 layers of bird netting. Okay? So even if they get through this wire, they would have to get through here. And then last, we're going to put on, after the weather gets colder, we'll put the frost cloth on. Okay, so we have to declare war to protect our brassicas. I want you to see close up what the bird netting looks like. Okay, it's not designed to keep little rodents, possums, or squirrels, or whatever ate my food. But when you layer it 4 times, it certainly helps. And give me the insect netting, Bria. Right here, give me insect netting. And then right here, you can see what the insect netting is. It's a real fine mesh, but it has like a metallic thread running through it. Okay. Guys, I want you to just demonstrate to you. You got the faucet, Bria? Mm-hmm. How easy it is to water straight through this protection. Okay? It's just real easy. Just put it on a fine mist. Take your time. I'm sitting on a bench and just water. Just want to show you guys close up of the damage in this garden bed. See, I ate all of that off. Some of it may grow back. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, they got me last night. I mean, and I can look on the cameras. I'm going to try to find what was it. But in the meantime, we're going to cover up this bed as well. Ryan and I did something different on bed number 2. What we did, we just put 2 layers of the insect netting. And we're going to compare and contrast both beds to see if the bird netting over the insect netting worked better than just the 2 layers of the insect netting. Well, let you know. Okay, guys, that looks real neat. I'm going to add another solar light right up here and one right over that bed. You can see the last 4 of my brassica seedlings. I moved them over into this container where I was going to plant them. They had been previously sitting on top of the patio table, not too far from the security light, for a week or 2, and nothing touched them. And when I moved them so I can, start fresh the next day and transplant them in this container, man, I almost had a heart attack. I walked out. My babies were all eaten and chewed up, but it's okay. You lose some, you win some. Now I'm going to show you everything that I'm doing around the garden to protect it, not just from insects, but from critters too. I usually don't pay too much attention to the community alerts from the 7-ring cameras that my son-in-law has around the house. But I did while they were out of town. And I noticed that somebody in the area posted that they saw a possum. So it could have been a possum. But we're going to put more lights up, like I said, and I'll be watching out for them. It's Saturday morning. You can hear my neighbors doing their yard. So I'm going to do a voiceover in the remaining of this segment. but I wanted to share with you close up other evidence I found of a critter eating my dwarf Siberian kale. If you look closely, you'll see those stems been chewed on. So I've decided that I can protect it better if I scoop it out, put new soil on the top of this 25-gallon container and plant them there. And then, if you look closely, you'll see along the four containers, 25-gallon containers, I put a tomato cage in the center of them so that when I put the insect netting on them, we can use the tomato cage to kind of stabilize. In the back, on that ledge, on that stone wall, those are the $3.99 buckets that I put on the community post. I have a special project that I have in mind for those buckets, and they're 5 gallons, and I'm going to share that with you in my next video. Hey, y'all, Brian just came back from karate lesson, and now I'm going to give him the opportunity to swing. Here, Brian, take that knife out of there. I forgot what we call it, machete, something like that. And I want you to chop up this okra without cutting up the grass, Brian. Brian, can you stop? Brian. Okay, Brian, that's okay. I'm going to have you break it the easy way.
What do you mean easy way?
The manual labor way.
No, I don't want to be the next Cinderella.
Y'all see what I mean? I'm not going to edit it today. And here is the big project I did with Brian and Bria helping me. I covered these 25-gallon containers. I put wrapped the netting. It's like 3 layers of insect netting, and I can still water at the top. Actually, anywhere I can water it, but I water them real good. But if something crawls up under here, if I notice in the morning, I'm hoping that would just deter them. But if I notice something crawls right in there, I'm going to take the insect netting off and just wrap them individually like I did this one over here. I am able to work longer without losing my breath because the temperature has gotten cooler. It was 80 degrees today, and I worked outside about 4 hours. It's early Sunday morning. Excuse my raspy voice. I'm out here checking on the garden, and the critter got me again. So you can see it's been clearly eaten here, and right there, and even on here. And these are the bite marks. Yeah, it's terrible. Ate all the stems off of here. It's not a hornworm, because there's no evidence of a hornworm. So I'm gonna wrap this big tomato cage up today. That's all I can do. Is just wrap everything up that it eats. You can also see over here, it's been eating on the carrots. Yeah. Maybe it is a bunny and I just haven't heard about one. We can't see it on the security camera. Whatever it is, it's real small and it's not in the vicinity or the area where the security camera covers. I pruned off the eaten branches on this tomato plant. It's got a lot of tomatoes on it. So what I'm going to do is just cover it with insect netting and maybe a lightweight frost cloth, since it's going to be 53 in the morning. It's currently 83 degrees. And I don't see any evidence of hornworms. Usually you'll see the little hornworm poop on the leaves or down at the bottom of the plant. I don't see any of that. So I'm just going to assume it was a rodent, a possum or something. Anyway, I'm going to put this frost cloth on and I'll be back and show you. This is what it looks like after I put that frost protection bag on. This is just temporary. I took the time to look on Amazon, and luckily I found some insect netting that will cover these 25-gallon pots on sale, and I'll order that. It'll be here tomorrow. I noticed that it has been eating my pansies as well. That's a darn shame. I've been a resident of Mesquite, Texas for a very long time, and I've gardened the whole time I've been here in Mesquite, Texas, and I've never had anything to eat the flowers. So it must be the new construction interrupting the natural habitat for possums. It could even be a skunk. I don't know. But I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm going to take some precautions and do what I got to do. So I'm going to pick up this pot and probably put it over there in that 25-gallon container. Noticing the pansies up here on this ledge have been nibbled on as well. So I'm going to take all of them out, leave them in the containers, and just sit them right here and cover this container up. I'll be back. So that's what it looks like with it covered. It'll be fine. I'm not going to take a chance with the butternut squash. I'm getting ready to cover it because the little critters have eaten all the flowers and some of the stems off of the pansies in the butternut squash. This one has 3 tomato cases on it, so it'll be very easy for me to just slip the frost cloth on top of it. Look right there, guys. Right there is going to be the first female flower because it's the one that has the fruit. And as soon as I see some of those flowers down there open up, which will be the males, because I don't see any fruit, baby fruit, at the end of it, I'm going to hand pollinate it. So I have it on this one, the butternut squash with the tomato cages, and it's real secure at the bottom. Okay, so that's good. So I got 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and here's a tomato plant. If it can't eat off of that one, you know it's going to start eating on this one or the 2 over there. So yeah, I'm going to get them tightened up next. The first thing I did was I heavily pruned this tomato plant. And you can see I have 3 tomatoes growing. This plant has struggled all summer. It was planted when it was 107 degrees. So I trimmed it up. I could take this little leaf off right here. And now I'm going to put the cover on it. I have the 4th one secure. 4 down, 2 more to go. We have cherry dwarf tomatoes here. And I think I'm just going to put this insect netting on it instead of the frost cloth. So look right here. You can see that it's been eaten. I don't see any dark poop that you normally see when you have hornworms. I'm just looking in here real good. Nope. I don't see any evidence. I'm going to spray it with neem oil like I did the others. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm going to spray some neem oil spray. The one that I showed you that I make up that was in the last video. And I will trim this branch off. Boy, this basil smells good. I'm going to trim this branch off. And I think it'll be easier for me just to put the cover over it, the bag over it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off. I'll be right back. The grow box is secure, and you can see where I cut it out. And, you know, I can take it down tomorrow when it gets real hot. The temperature is dropping out here now. The sun is going down. I got my work cut out for me, but I think I've done enough. I think I'm just going to cover this up right here, this dwarf tomato plant, with this netting the best way I can and call it a day. Okay, so that's the last one. I just put a little hoop in there, and yeah, I'm tired, so I'm going to start tomorrow. And I hope when I come out here tomorrow, there won't be too much damage. So I'm just panning around to let you see all the work I got done today by myself. I didn't have any help. I needed my helpers, but that's okay. I'll have help tomorrow. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl. It's Monday afternoon. It's a nice 80 degrees. I got my grand angel Bria with me. Bria is holding up my frost protection that I got from Greenstalk. They were packaged beautifully, as you can see. Real thick material. I'm very happy that I got them. I'm very excited. I even ordered an extra one over here. You can see here's 2 more because I think I'm going to get another one. I went to get some reinforcements. I got my grandson over here, and his name is Andre. And we're going to take off the netting. We started already over here, and I ordered these little coverings for the individual pots so that, won't be any space in between them. And we'll show you when we get finished. Okay, guys, these insect netting coverings fit perfectly. I'm going to leave a link in the description box. They were on sale. They work perfectly with these 25-gallon containers. Okay, I just showed Andre how to do this one, and now he's doing the same thing over here. So he's going to put 2 in. There goes 1. And I'm not going to do a lot of editing, guys. Move back some so you can see better. And he's going to cross it over. And you can take a zip tie or whatever you have. We happen to have some yarn out here. So he's going to secure it at the top. Okay, so just tie it real quickly at the top in the center. I try to work fast when I'm videotaping so I don't bore the audience, Like this. And then we'll just put the netting on top of it. Very good, Andre. In my last video, which was less than, I think 5 days ago, I planted the winter spinach, the giant winter spinach, and you can see that it's coming up. I didn't even water it today. I can see another one coming up about right there. So yeah, we got good germination. We're getting ready to cover this one up. I'm just doing it now while I have some help so that we won't let these critters get tempted. Today is Tuesday. It's currently 83 degrees. My grandson, Andre, and I finished putting these netting bags over these 4 containers. I just came out because I had a doctor's appointment. I'm doing good. But I had removed the frost cloth that I put on for emergency here on this one, on this tomato plant over here, and that one over there. And I'm getting ready to put the netting on, just like those. And I didn't have any more damage except for my carrots. Let me walk over there and show you the carrots. See, I've been eating the tops and all the little baby carrot twigs that came up like this size. They ate them all up except these 2. So I'll replant again. It's not an issue. It's a quick fix. I'll replant again. That's all I can do. But I will cover them up with hoops and a netting.
Hey everybody, Bria here, and I'm going to be helping my grandmother in the garden.
I'm so glad you're home from school, Bria, because I need you to hold these little insect nettings that just came in today. Because I took the frost cloth out of here because it was, just too hot. But I had to do something. And now we're going to spray with the neem oil spray and then put this on. Right, here's what I used when I had critters in the food forest and even over here eating the fruit off the tree and tomatoes. Like I said, I never had him eating brassicas. I ordered it from Home Depot and it was delivered free. And this will not hurt your pets, but it will distract deer and rabbits and raccoons and possum and mice. It's just a real strong smell. You put down these animal repellent granules, and then you mixed it with water to make the scent real strong. Okay. Bria and I getting ready to do that right now. Trying to save some of the carrots, guys, so I've shoveled them. I didn't disturb the roots and couldn't find any more carrot seeds. I know I have some, but for now, Bria is opening up those beets. Did you open it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to see them, Bria?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna stick a little hole and put a few beets in here. We've got plenty of room in this big container. These are the Detroit red beets. And they'll grow good with the carrots. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say, if you say so, Big Mama. Whatever you say.
Say so, Big Mama. Whatever you say.
You used to tell me that when you were real little. I think you got it from a cartoon or something.
I don't think I got it from a cartoon. I think I got it from my attitude.
A bad attitude?
No, my good attitude.
Oh, okay. Because you couldn't hang out with me if you had a bad attitude. So I'm pressing these down. It's already been watered. And we'll get some beets before it gets too cold. I'm just randomly putting them in. I sure hate that they got my carrots. They got them again last night because of everything else that they liked was covered up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm finished everything. I replaced each frost cloth with a real thin sheer metallic netting. Feel really happy about it. I'm going to start more seeds. I found these mothballs. I know that some gardeners don't believe it, but some of them do. That rodents like rats and mice don't like them. So I'm putting these all behind the containers because I already have them. And yeah, it worked to distract a mouse that was in here last year that was eating tomatoes. So you never know. It won't hurt. It's Wednesday morning. It's Tuesday morning. It's currently 72 degrees. The high is going to be 92. And I have good news to report. I don't see any evidence of a family of rodents that try to devour my garden. I don't see anything else that has been touched since I took all the precautions. Everything is looking good. I think they moved on. I hope they did. If not, I'll be ready. If you notice right here, I didn't bring this netting bag all the way down because it's surrounded by society garlic and onions and they don't like that. Eventually, I'll have to replace that little hoop there with a larger one because those collard greens and kale is going to grow up taller. So I'll do that when I need to. Everything is looking good out here. I am so happy that my precautions worked. So I hope I showed something in this video that you can use. I hope you don't have to, but if you ever get attacked by pests, rodents, what have you, you'll know what to do. In this 25-gallon pot, I'm going to put parsnips in the middle because they take the longest to germinate. And then around in a circle, I'm going to plant purple top turnips and rutabagas. In this container, I'm going to plant Bloomsdale spinach because it is very cold hardy. I won't cover it up, guys, until the seeds germinate. Guys, I am sitting on my bench in my prayer garden. And I was just thinking, I gave one of my daughter's co-workers some peppers. And yesterday she told me that her co-worker told her those peppers were delicious and they were her favorite kind. And I mean, I felt so good, guys. And I know you gardeners can understand. It is so good when we grow something and we're able to give it to someone that would appreciate it. It just makes you want to keep giving. So this is what I'm doing this morning. I thought I was finished planting everything, and I was sitting there and I said, you know what? This pot right here that I was going to use to put flowers in, maybe another couple rose bushes in the spring, it would just be sitting here. So I decided to grow some purple top turnips and some southern top turnips, because I've got plenty growing, but I want to have some to give away. So that's what I'm going to do. And as always, I always push the soil to the sides. I show this in almost every time I broadcast seeds. And then I'm just going to sprinkle them and then cover them up lightly and pat them down. This will be my giveaway container. Okay, everybody, that concludes this video. I'm happy to let you guys know we haven't had any damage from critters for the last 2 nights. Okay? So I appreciate you watching this video. You know that I love you. And God loves you too. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye now.